Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now, I use an awful lot of products. I am very much the sort of person that likes to discover new products. As you know, that's why I do what I do. That's why I've come on here and shared a lot of stuff, because I get bored. I like to try new products. I like to see what works, what doesn't work, what works for some skins, what doesn't work for other skins. But every now and again, just like Charlotte's night cream, which I told you about in my top 10 Tilbury, I come across a product that I immediately know is a complete game changer for me. And I've come across it. I finally found my holy grail of eye cream. Have a look at my eyes at the moment. Yes, they're still watering, but if you look under my eyes, you will see that they look moisturised, that they're not feeling crusty, they're not stinging. Obviously, you can't see what I can feel, but if you look under my eyes, I think you'll probably notice I'm going to find a clip and I'm going to insert it here. Okay. Now, one thing I've noticed with the hay fever season, I just wanted to say, is I keep doing this, and I just want to tell people I'm not wiping my nose. It's because I sort of start getting itchy and I'm doing this. So if you see me doing it, I'm not wiping my nose with my fingers, I promise you. Okay. So this is such a brilliant product. So I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. This is the eye cream. It's called La Roche Posay Toleriane Ultra. Now, I know what you're thinking, because a lot of things with French names always end up being expensive. It's not. It's £15 for 20 mils. Now, to give you an example of a few other eye creams that you might know, Charlotte Tilbury's eye cream is £40 for 15 mils. There is Kiehl's, which is £21, and I think, I'll check, but I think that is for 15 mils. £15, and it is fantastic. Now, this, I'll tell you a little bit about it. I did get a sample of this. I was given it when I bought a moisturising mask that I wanted to use a few months ago, actually, and I'd forgotten about it, and I slung it in my bag, thought, oh, that'll come in handy, you know, when I'm at work and my eyes are feeling a bit dry. And I opened it about a week ago, and I tried it, and I thought, wow, this has really calmed my eyes down. And so I tried it again the next day, and I thought, I've got to go and get this. Now, I will tell you a little bit about the product, because there was another thing that when I read up on it, having tried the sample, thought, yeah, this is definitely for me, right? It says it's for sensitive skin around the eyes, and in the advertisement it said it's particularly for people who are suffering from hay fever or dry eye syndrome. Okay, so that was me, and that get very dry under their eyes as a result of watery eyes, and their eyes, under eye area gets quite wrinkled with dehydration. I thought, all of that is me, tick, 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 tick. So let me read a little bit about this product. So it says it's for sensitive skin around the eyes. It is approved by the British Allergy Foundation, and it's got the Allergy UK seal of approval, and that's their little sign there. Okay, the packaging says it's ultra hermetic, so basically nothing's going to get into it. It's anti-contamination, anti-oxidation. Yeah, I was going to say oxidization, but it does say oxidation. Anti-dried up residues. You don't get those little bubbles on the top, you know, where it's dried up and you've got to remove it before you get the cream out. Anti-waste, no parabens, no fragrance, no alcohol. Great, I hate that. I really can't stand people that are putting alcohol into under eye creams to tighten up skin. You know, it's not good. I don't care about tightening up skin if I'm going to put alcohol under my eyes. You know, you just wouldn't do it. Anyway, lecture over. No colorants and no lanolin. Okay? Now, I'm not a skincare expert, people. I just read ingredients before I put stuff on my skin, and I think that's really important. I do that. I've been brought up, again, you know, with my disability, I've always been brought up to do my research into what medication I'm on, what the side effects are, what I'm ingesting, and I do the same with my skincare. Now, let me read. Sorry, I'm just looking because a lot of it is obviously in French and I'm just trying to find the English. Here we go. So, it says, eye contour dryness can lead to sensations of discomfort. That's me. This may be linked to multiple factors: external aggressors, contact lens wear, computer screen work. Well, I do a lot of computer screen work as well. It says that the properties are moisturising and ultra-soothing skincare, associating the patented Neurosensine Plus niacinamide complex to target puffiness and discomfort around the eye contour area with soothing and protective La Roche Posay thermal spring water. It says to use, apply to eye contour area morning and evening according to the technique described inside the box. Now, the only reason that this company gets a big thumbs down from me is I'd like to know what bright spark who designed this product decided not only to give you instructions, but to give you pictorial instructions, which are really, really useful, inside a box. I mean, what idiot. And look, it's even, is it upside down? No, it's not. But actual pictorial instructions inside a box. Why would you do that? Can anybody explain to me why anyone would do that? Why? What's the logic? Because I cannot see any reason, apart from the fact that they're going to assume that you don't mind throwing the box away. I just don't understand it. I always keep things like this in the box for the plain reason that you're keeping it in the dark. It's the ingredients that are in it are not going to be affected by sunlight. So I always keep my products in boxes. So I don't get it. Please explain below. There must be a reason. I cannot think of a logical reason. So anyway, you will see that there are some really helpful pictorial instructions there, as long as you can learn to read a sort of a diagonal angle inside a box, then you can see how to apply it. Sorry, La Roche. Need to sort that out. Just a leaflet inside the box would do, you know. Anyway, apart from that, the actual product is fantastic. 20 mils. A lot of eye creams are 15 mils. So 20 mils is very generous. £15. Really good. Really good. And that's going to last. Now, I've only been using this for a couple of days. But I'm telling you, I know already. I can see in my eyes. They're not drying out. They're not getting crusty where my eyes have been watering and the tears roll down, and then my eyes, you can feel the crust of where the tears have formed and they're drying out. And my eyes feel comfortable. And if my eyes start to water and they start to sting a little bit in the corner, and you know, whereas before I'd go like that and it would just make it worse. And they say don't rub your eyes when you've got hay fever because it just makes it worse, and it did, but you can't help it when you've got eyes watering. But now what I do is I just take a little bit of this, put it some on my finger, just a tiny amount, because obviously I'm just doing this to touch up, so a little tiny amount there, and I just dab that in the corner there, and it just soothes it. I can get rid of the tear, but it also is protecting that skin from being damaged by my tears, just constantly sat there. It's fantastic. I just love it. It is my new holy grail. If you really can't afford £15, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I would say probably 20 mils. You're using it morning and evening, probably 3 months. I would say probably 3 months. I'll tell you, I'll give you an update. There is a really good product that I've talked about in one of my very first videos that I did on YouTube, which is Boots Own aloe vera eye cream. That is very soothing. It's not as good as this. It really isn't in terms of the ingredients, but it's not going to irritate your eyes, and it is moisturising and soothing. This has got some ingredients in it over and above what the Boots one has, which is, in fairness, it's £1.99, possibly even less than that. It's not going to have the same ingredients as this. This has got squalene in it, glycerin, shea butter, niacinamide, which just protects the from what I've read, and as I said, I'm not a skincare expert, but niacinamide, from what I gather, protects the protective layer of your skin. So I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but I have done it. I have used one of these liquid peels once, which was way too strong for me, and I ended up for about 3 days looking like I was 90 years old under my eyes, with wrinkles that were like that, because literally it had taken off that protective layer on my skin, and it just, I couldn't moisturize it with anything. It just taken that sort of normal barrier away. And I got something with niacinamide in it and put it on, and it put it right. So that's why I know about niacinamide. It has got other things which I really couldn't tell you about. I mean, there's one here. Let me see if I can pronounce it. Because it has to be the longest ingredient name that I have ever seen. It's called ammonium polyacryloid dimethyl taurate. Let's try that again. Ammonium polyacryloid dimethyl. Let me try again. Ammonium polyacrylate. No. I'm going to do this in my bloopers, aren't I? Right. Ammonium polyacryloid dimethyl taurate. No. Dimethyl taurate. I'll get there. And when I can say that fast, I'm going to come back on, maybe at the end, and say it to you all. Okay? But there are lots of ingredients in here. I do know that niacinamide is good. I know that glycerin is good. I know that squalene is good. I know that shea butter is good. And I'm going to look up some of the other ingredients. Glyceryl acrylate. I mean, I know that that's something to do with glycerin. Again, that would be good. I know that ammonium, the big one, something, there are parts of that stem like ammonium that make me think that there's something good in it. But as I said, I don't pretend to be a skincare expert. I just know what I like. I know what works for me, and I have not seen my under eyes looking as moisturised in a long time. Let me know what you think, because you've been following me. You've been watching me on days where my eyes have been watery, and tell me what you think about this. Let me just turn this light on and see if that helps you a little bit. I don't think my under eyes have been looking, and that's after a day. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, thanks for watching my video, and if you like this, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye. Are you ready? Ammonium polyacryloid dimethyl taurate. Yeah! Lastly, I forgot to say something very important. I got so carried away with my rant about these instructions, which do annoy me, that I wanted to tell you what the instructions say. the main thing that I wanted to tell you, because it gives you instructions for how to massage it around your eyes once you get used to reading it. But the other thing is that you can actually use this on your eyelids. And it tells you to put it on your eyelids, which I think is really helpful for those of us who've got dry eyes that keep being told that you need to put it round the orbital bone and not go anywhere near your eyes, which is where, I'm sorry, but logic. I know that they say that things seep up here, but you're not telling me that something that is up there can seep down to your eyelids. I just don't believe it. Sorry. To me, it just seems like a very slick marketing way of saying we haven't. This isn't good to put near your eyes, so we're just going to convince you that you don't need to, right? That to me is what I think about that particular advice. Is we will convince you that you don't need to put it there because it's going to somehow seep magically to where you need it, because the stuff that we've put in it is not safe to put near your eyes. Call me a cynic. I don't care. All right. Anyway, it's really good. I'll give you an update in a few weeks' time. And, yeah, let me know what you think about my eyes and if you can see any difference. Okay. See you soon. Take care and bye-bye.